What's up, YouTube? So, man, I just got through watching episode 2 of Titans. Man, that episode was awesome. So, hey, I'm about to do this quick review, but before I do that, like and subscribe below. Okay, so the show starts off with Hawk. He's chained up by some criminals, and Dove comes in to save him. And man, she's kicking ass. Like, she's doing it. Like, the action in this show is top notch, in my opinion. This episode went up a notch from last episode. Last episode was just okay, but this episode I really liked it, and it was all centered on one storyline, pretty much. It was only 4 characters there: Dove, Hawk, and Raven and Robin. So she comes in, swoops in, saves him, and she takes him back to the house. He's still taking medicine from his injuries and things like that. So something going on with their relationship. He's not getting it up, he's being limp with it. He's not, he's not beating them cheeks like he's supposed to. So he's feeling a little bit down about that. And so Dove and Hawk, they are investigating these guys that's doing some criminal activities, and so they get in a fight with these guys. So they're fighting them off, and the action is very good. They are kicking ass in this show. And so Robin shows up, swoops in, and he helps them. Okay, so one thing I liked about this scene that, Hawk kind of hits on that, Batman. Batman is mentioned a lot in this show, in this episode. And so he mentions that Batman doesn't want Robin to hang out with them. So he was like, yo, you hanging with the bad kids tonight? And so I like that part. I thought that was pretty cool. So then it cuts to a scene where Raven and Robin, they're in a diner. And, he's asking her, how did you kill that guy, from the last episode? And she really doesn't want to tell him and things like that. I mean, this scene was okay. It kind of went down from all the action we got before. But, it was good for the story. The Raven character, she's still kind of growing on me. I'm not quite sure if I like her just yet. But Robin, I like him a lot. So they go back to a hotel, and she's in there watching Game of Thrones, which is one of my favorite shows. So she scored a few points with me with that one. And so she started fiddling around with his things when he leaves, and she opens his briefcase, and these files start coming through. Now, and when she was looking at the files, one of them came to life, like when she was looking at the picture of the guy's dead body. And so this scene right here scared me, man, because it was a jump scare that I wasn't prepared for. So I was like, damn, it really got me. So I really like what they did with this scene. Like, I really like that. I like that they're mixing some horror in, with the TV show. I don't think a comic book TV show has ever done that before, like mix horror in, with the show as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. So then they go to a scene with this crazy family. Like, they look like a really good family, real innocent and things like that. And this guy knocks at the door, and the father answers the door, and he tells him that he's activated. So they're assigned to go after Raven. And man, this family, they take some kind of drug, shoot themselves up with some kind of super serum, I guess, and they're like a crazy family. And I really like this because it was creepy, but it was cool, so I really like this scene a lot, and I really like this family and where they're going. So next, Robin and Raven, they show up at Dove and Hawk's place, and right here, this scene was kind of funny because, like, Dove is giving Robin those come get it eyes. Like, she's really, like, she wants to D badly. So this scene was cool. So really, Robin's he's planning to leave Raven with them. He doesn't want to take care of Raven. So I thought this scene was okay. I kind of knew from the jump that something bad was going to happen to either Hawk or Dove. I felt like one of them was gonna make it out of this episode alive. But this scene was cool. So Hawk, aka Mr. Can't Get It Up, he doesn't like the fact that Robin's there. He doesn't want Robin there. He feels like Robin's trying to come in and steal his woman and things like that. So it's a lot of tension building between those two. Robin had just finished writing a letter saying that, he wants them to keep Raven, and he has some money stashed with them. And I like this scene because Raven called Dove Khaleesi, and I thought that was pretty cool because she's a Game of Thrones fan. I like that a lot. So she briefs him on the mission that her and Hawk are about to go on. So they're tracking down some criminals that's selling handguns, and right here she is like laying it on real thick that she wants the D. Like, she's giving him them eyes. Like it was very funny. Like, she's like, and this actress, she's playing a very good job of portraying somebody that wants to get with someone. So I really like the way she was doing that. She's a very pretty actress too. So yeah. So Hawk comes through the door and kind of sees Dove flirting with Robin, and he's upset, and so they start fighting, and Raven comes in and she uses her powers and like shocks everyone. So I thought this scene was cool, and I like the effect that they're using with Raven's powers. I think it's pretty cool. They're kind of making it like scary. Next we have Dove and Hawk. They're at the shipping yard. They're trying to stop the gun shipment. Robin kind of told them that this is going to be dangerous and that they don't need to do it, but they wanted to do it anyway. So they come in, they whoop on the guys, they get the best of them, and then more guys come and they end up getting captured. Robin comes in, saves the day, and he kills these guys in the most brutal way. Like, one guy was threatening to chop off Hawk's, his wiener and with some scissors, and Robin came in, grabbed the scissors and stuck it in his groin. Like, it was like gruesome. And then he took his Robin emblem and he threw it and stuck it into the guy's face. It was like brutal. And then he just whooped all the other guys. I love how brutal and bloody this show is. I think it's great. I love the action in this show. So now we get back home, and Raven finds the letter and the money that Robin left for Dove and Hawk to pay them to keep her. And so she kind of confronts him on the roof, and then so the crazy family comes in. They comes in and they start whooping up on everybody. So they're like super powered, I guess, and they're whooping up on everyone. They knock Robin out the game. He's like they knock him off the building, and then they hit Hawk in the back of the head, and one of the guys, the father, he picks up Dove and throws her off the building, and Rachel hides, so they end up taking Rachel. And I don't know what's going on with this crazy family, but I'm very interested in them. They're very interesting, and they're creepy, and I really like it. And so it ends off with Robin trying to revive Dove, and she ends up dying at the end. And so that's where the episode ended. And it was a strange bird that came at the end of the scene. I don't know what that meant. I don't know if it meant anything, or they just put that in there just, for effect, dramatic effect. But that was the episode, and man, I love this show. Man, don't listen to the haters. This show is awesome. This episode right here just took it up to another level for me, and I cannot wait to see the next episode. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far, and I like how each episode is going to be different. Like, it's going to be different teams. Like, we have Raven and Robin this episode, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have Starfire and Beast Boy one episode, or just a Starfire standalone episode. So I like that they're doing it like that. So I'm loving the show. If you like my video, like, subscribe, comment below so we can talk about it, and I'll see you on the next video.